Hi, I'm Vicki Gervakis of the Greater Gainesville Chamber, and I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Neelam Perry with us today. She is running for our Senate seat, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself, and then I've got 5 questions for her, and we'll get to know her a little better. Welcome. We're happy to have you here today.
Well, thank you for inviting me. So I'm Dr. Neelam Perry, and I am running for United States Senate. I have been a physician for 30 years, and I am an infectious disease specialist, internal medicine, and addiction medicine specialist. I have served the people of Florida based on their diseases and sickness, and always have advocated the interest of the people. However, now I stand to fight for the people. It is my mission now to help the people with all the corruption and the fraud. I was trained in India. I did my fellowships in New York. I did infectious disease fellowship at Memorial Sloan Kettering in New York, where uh, at that time AIDS was a challenge, and I loved challenges. And so I did research in my second year, and as a fellow, I was awarded the first prize for my research as a fellow by the American College of Physicians. And that kind of puts me now where I believe that the same research is on the social and political standpoint, where I see that Florida faces a lot of challenges. During my private practice, I dealt with a lot of people where I had to fight to get their medicines and prescription drug costs. So all that experience helps me now to run for United States Senate, and my medical background with my advocacy of the people is what I stand with now.
Okay, terrific. Well, that leads perfectly into the first question, which is why are you running for this office now?
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually a little more complicated. Um, so, yes, I've been a physician. Why change into politics? It started because, uh, as luck would have it, I had my own healthcare challenge. I had a stroke and I was paralyzed on the right side, and my physician would not even order the newer medication that could have helped me. So, being a physician and knowing all the research that was out there, I wanted to try the new medicine. So he denied, and but my family helped me. I was able to get the medicine from an outpatient doctor, and was able to self administer by the shot. And here I am. Uh, I was in a nursing home, paralyzed, and then after taking the medicine, I became well. My MRI was normal, and so I said, I'm not going back to medicine. I'm going to fix the system. So that was my calling, and but I had to face other challenges and other retaliation along the way that just made me stronger to fight for the people, to fight the system. In 2024, I did run for U.S. Congress from Pinellas County, and I observed the voter fraud myself, because as a candidate, they do let you see the counting, and they were basically duplicating all mail in ballots, and that's where they were changing them. And so all these issues kind of motivated me more, that I decided to run for a higher position where I can make those laws to fix the system. Because now think I know where the problems are, what oversights, what accountability, what laws really need to be done now. Uh, and I just call all my challenges as training by God.
Very good. Well, that's kind of a perfect segue into the next question, which is what national issue is most pressing to you, and what do you think its impact is on our local community?
Well, I have actually, a couple of issues. It, right now, yeah, one of the main current issue is the Save America Act that's not being passed. And I think that is so important. That's our basics for democracy. It is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. And if that is corrupted, then we don't have a democracy. And I am just appalled every time that the Senate is not, it's the senators that are blocking it. And that's what it is. If it's the swamp who won because of election fraud is now being asked to pass the Save America Act, they're not going to do it because they know they won't be elected again. So, of course, they're not going to do it. So now it is the decision of the people. It is the right to vote, that they have to use their responsibility, their right to vote to make this change. So they have to be educated. And I'm so glad you're doing forums like this because it's the people who have to realize the dynamics of what's going on and understand that if they don't do their responsibility, then everybody is hurt and everybody suffers. So uh, I do want the people to know that they should vote. The people who are there now not supporting the interest of the public, to vote them out and vote for me.
Okay. All right. You touched a little bit on this. Inequity continues to plague our region and the nation. What factors are the most significant contributors, and how do you think Congress can best affect change?
So, so that's a very complicated question. It's a very general question you're asking, but see, there is several fronts to it where it will need some federal laws and some state laws to kind of pacify every intent of every community and make people understand that they're Americans first. Everything else comes second. The rule of the law and the law of the land stands above everything. And if we can educate people to follow the law of the land and everything else is secondary, I think we'll be able to control a lot of issues that we're facing these days.
Okay, very good. Another, obviously, something that has been on people's minds, I think, these last few years is rhetoric and gridlock have only increased in our nation. What measures do you think would help move us forward?
Well, that's what I was trying to bring out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to change the government. It's like you hire somebody, they don't do the job right, you fire them. That's what's going on. The more people, think, oh, this person's been on this job, let's reelect. People are being elected 16 times. That's where I'm saying people have to learn their responsibility. They have to learn if they're complaining, then the responsibility is on them to fix that complaint. If they don't get out there, vote, and make the right decision, then the government doesn't work. And that's what's happening. We are having an influx of illegal immigrants who have no clue about our government, our democracy, and our systems. Part of the reason is a lot of election fraud and a lot of all this underhanded stuff. But if the Americans who are citizens, they are outnumbering, they will outnumber all these illegal people. So if they stand up and be patriots and be Americans and vote out the swamp, I think we'll have a resolution to this problem.
Okay, very good. My final question for you is why should the business community support your campaign?
I have been in private practice for most of my medical practice, and I understand the needs of being a businesswoman. I was awarded the best businesswoman of the year a couple of times, and I was awarded from the FMA, a physician who cares. So I understand the needs and the various laws that need to be there for to stop corruption, to increase oversight, to increase transparency, accountability, and to make sure that the interest of the businesses is for the people and that people are not being exploited with all the fake stuff. And that's what's happening currently. The current senator made $7.5 million working for special interests, and that's where I am different. For me, it is supposed to be about the people, and it every business law should be fair to everybody. Yes, it has to be fair to the businesses. Businesses need money to run and create jobs, and then the the employees need their funding, and we need prosperity to come in. But the whole cycle has to have people in the middle of it as the center of attraction, not special interest and the politicians making money off of it. So I am more for integrity and justice for all.
Very good. All right. Well, those are the questions I have for you. Now we have a few minutes. If there's anything we didn't talk about or anything you'd like to expand on a little bit, the floor is yours for the next couple minutes.
Well, I did want to just make a general comment that we have an issue on the U.S. Senate seat where, the candidates were not allowed to debate. And we have the current, who was a temporary appointee, is being labeled as incumbent. But according to the 17th Amendment of the Constitution, it clearly says that the United States Senator has to be it is mandatory that it has to be an elected official. And so the current senator was never elected, but she's being reported as incumbent on the ballot, which is actually incorrect and not true, but it would be misleading to the people. So I want people to know she's not an incumbent and she's as new as all of us. So she was never the people's choice. She does not have the experience, and her record in the past for the attorney general is really bad, where she actually blocked funding to the Florida bar, that if you file a complaint, the bar cannot hear it, which led to a lot of false accusations, legal weaponization, police misconduct, prosecutorial misconduct, unethical lawyers, and there's nothing you can do about it because Florida Bar doesn't have funding. So I want people to understand that they will see, deceiving and misleading information, to be aware and vigilant and not fall for it. So again, I stand for people over politics, freedom with justice, integrity, and accountability. I stand for affordability and putting more money in people's pockets and getting groceries, gas prices down. And I stand also for criminal justice reform. So those are my main issues. So And I, once again, thank you very much for doing this.
Very good. Well, we're happy to have you. And I'm going to wrap up my end of the conversation by just reminding everyone that as a community, this is our opportunity to make our voice heard. And at the Gainesville Chamber, we encourage everyone to make sure that they get out, and however they like to vote. Tuesday, August 18th is our primary. And please exercise that right that we've worked so hard for. Thank you again, Dr. Perry, for taking some time with us today. Good luck out in the campaign trail.
Thank you. Thank you again for having me.
Bye-bye.